Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Way of Life. I'm your host, Gus Holland. Before we begin this episode, I want to inform you that wayoflifepodcast.com is officially live. That's where you can find all social media links. You can listen to the podcast. You can also find merch. That's WHEY, like the protein. As always, leaving a rating and review and sharing with a friend is the best way to help the podcast, and I greatly appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Way of Life. I'm your host, Gus Holland. Today is another Motivational Monday episode. I'm going to work on finding a better name for that, but basically an episode where we either talk to an author of a book that's either motivational or educational, or musicians that are on the Way of Life playlists, anybody that really pertains to that criteria. Today I'm joined by Adam Lynn and Bryson Sherick of Backbiter. Backbiter is one of my favorite metal bands, and I hope y'all enjoy this little interview that we did, and thanks for listening. Hey Bryson, hey Adam. Want y'all to go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm Bryson. I yell at people for Backbiter.
Nice.
I'm Adam. I play the guitar for Backbiter.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. So as I was telling y'all before, I came across y'all probably, I want to say 2021, maybe 2022. And, through your audio on TikTok, I believe. I think that's what it was. But Dog Eyes, obviously, is that y'all's most popular song right now?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that one kind of went off during COVID. So
yeah, dude, the hype on that song is like crazy. Like I don't know. I gotta be careful not to pull something in the gym when I'm like listening to it. Like when it drops, I'm like, you want to start like lifting, but then I don't know. It's too intense almost, but in a good way. So recently y'all dropped Dog Eat Dog, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how's that been going so far? Has that been pretty popular?
It's been going pretty well. It doesn't have as many plays as Dog Eyes, but we've gotten a lot of monthly listeners from just dropping that song. And then the Maggots video from LCY contributed a bit to that, but
okay, sweet. Yeah, so I really didn't know about the Maggots video. I have heard Maggots. Actually played it last night when I was working out. But that's awesome. Have y'all been touring? Like some of the stuff I already know, but just for audience sake, how's y'all's like tour schedule been looking and everything?
So we've only done like one, I guess you could call it tour. It was more of like a weekender. Back in, what was it, September, we did Little Rock, Arkansas, Toledo, and then Louisville, Kentucky. And then back in October, we did Birmingham, Alabama, which is where we shot the LCY video. And the day after that, we had to hightail it back to Ohio because we had a show in Cleveland. That was a terrible drive. Bryson was doing like 90 through Tennessee because we were all sleep deprived.
Yeah.
We got to like the bottom of Kentucky, and we're just like, we have to get a room. So we got a room for a couple hours, and then hightailed it to Cleveland. And then it's not announced yet, but we have a tour in July that we're getting wrapped up on and everything. So
sweet. Okay. You think? Do y'all think y'all will be doing like more dates, or you think kind of like the same type of like a weekender type thing?
This one's a week. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, this one's a week long.
Nice. Okay.
Where out in Texas are you?
So I live in College Station, so that's basically like almost right in the middle of Austin and Houston. It's like 2.5, 3 hours to Austin, and it's like 1.5 or 2 to Houston.
How far is that from the Dallas Fort Worth area?
3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I basically drive north for the most part. And
that's one. It's not announced yet. I don't know who gives a shit. That's one of the stops is
okay.
Fort Worth. So
Okay,
If
sweet.
if you're down to drive the 3 hours, we'd love to hang out.
Dude,
So
yeah, everybody in Texas is down for 3 hours. Like
I can imagine like 3 hours in Texas is a walk in the park. So
yeah. I mean, like I used to, I mean, I grew up in a small town, and we used to have to drive like an hour to go get groceries. So it's like whatever.
right.
But that's awesome. Do y'all? I know it hasn't been announced yet or anything, but do you know how's that work? Would y'all do like a show every night for like a week, or
That's essentially what it's going to be. Yeah, it's just I think it's 6 dates, 7 nights or whatever, something like, I don't know. I think it's 6 days total,
Mhm.
but it's like over the course of 7 days, but it's show after show, nonstop, day after day.
I got you. That's insane. Bryson, do you do anything special to like? I don't know. I mean, I probably scream incorrectly, but like lots of times I'll fucking like scream or sing or whatever to music, and I know like just imagining it like after a day or two of like shows, does it fuck up your voice or like how's that go for you?
No, it used to, because
Okay.
I'm relatively self-taught, so I definitely don't know any kind of technique that I'm doing, or if I'm doing one at all.
I got you.
Like back when we first started playing shows, if we played one show, my throat was fucked for like 2 or 3 days after.
Really?
I don't know if I'm just used to it now, or if I do it smarter to where I'm fine after shows.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, because it used to, like, I would just do it for fun. Like, I've never recorded any music or anything, but like I have some friends that are or I have a friend that's in a band, and he screams and shit like that. So I'd be like, dude, how do you do that without fucking your voice up? Because I'll be like feeling scratchy. But anyways, so y'all formed in 2018, correct? Or is that kind of? I'm sorry, that
2018.
2018. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going. Yeah, I'm just going off of stuff that like honestly I couldn't find too much about y'all except like your social media profiles. So I was kind of just going off of like when accounts were created and stuff like that, but that's not necessarily when y'all started. Are y'all just like, are y'all friends, or how did Backbiter become Backbiter?
So I'm pretty sure 2018 I met my wife and moved to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And tried to start a band there, but didn't know anybody. And I'm very socially awkward, and I don't like to talk to people. So I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. So I started it solo in a washer and dryer utility closet.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then COVID came and shut the factory down that I was working at. And I had a buddy back in Ohio that played drums.
Yeah.
And he just happened to know Adam. So met Adam through him. That guy ended up not working out. And somebody that Adam knew referred Hudson, and Hudson referred Tim.
Oh, so, damn. Okay. That's cool.
Just,
So
word of mouth. Very weird. This person knows this person. Yeah.
Yeah. None of us knew each other like during the conception of the band. Like it started as a solo project, and then it was probably a couple weeks before shutdown. I met Bryson. A couple weeks after shutdown, he messaged me. He's just like, "Do you want to join the band?" And I was just like, "I'm already in a band," so I was kind of iffy.
Yeah.
What a good choice that was.
Yeah. No shit. But I had him send me a couple demos. I think, what was it? Dog Eyes was definitely in there. I've heard like there was just the demo version of Dog Eyes, and there's still the hi-hat breakdown at the end. And I heard that, and I was just like, yeah, I want everything and more to do with this project. So a couple months later, I left the band that I was in to do this full time, and it's been gravy ever since. So, but yeah, nobody knew each other. The first time we met Hudson, it was the first time like me and Bryson had met Hudson. Hudson hadn't known either of us, and then the same thing. I might have met Tim once or twice before.
Okay.
I knew of Tim, but had never met Tim.
Yeah, I might have met Tim once or twice before he joined. But yeah, it was all very like fluid how it worked out, and we all like mesh really well together.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's cool. So are y'all all, I know you said you left your previous band or project for that. Would you say like is every band member just like only on Backbiter or are y'all working on others like side things?
I think the only one who's not doing the side project right now is Hudson, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tim's got a death metal side project. Adam's got this ridiculous beatdown side project. I just started doing this straight edge hardcore side project.
Oh shit. Okay. That's crazy. Is all of that on Spotify or do you
Adam's stuff is.
I've got
Tim's still writing his, and mine's still being played with.
Got you. Okay. Well, Adam, what is yours called?
it's called Gouged Out 330. All one
Okay.
word, no spaces or anything. It's I don't know if you've ever heard of Pint Glass.
No.
They're like a beat down, I guess you would call it beat down band from the UK, and like their whole shtick is like Stella Artois and construction work and like job site shit. So like that's like the
Blue collar breakdown.
Yeah. So we call ourselves Blue Collar Beatdown.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's on spot. We're basically like an American Pint Glass, not nearly as popular, not nearly as good.
No.
I mean it was just something to do for fun. Because I like to play low and slow and just write dumb, stupid caveman riffs.
I got you. Okay.
So, but yeah, that's on. We have one EP out. We're wrapping up a second EP for that. Everything's on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music.
Okay. Sweet. I'll definitely link that in the show notes. So yeah, speaking of caveman shit, so I was listening to Dog Eat Dog. It was really weird. Like I follow you on Spotify. I had it I think I have at least two of your songs on the playlist, but it like I never like on my release radar or anything like that. I never actually even knew about Dog Eat Dog until like 2 days ago. So I was like listening to it, and then because I went directly to y'all's Spotify page, and then like right at the beginning, like it's like almost it's pretty heavy like from the beginning, and then I was like literally in my head I was like God damn, and then you're like God damn, and I was like oh shit. I just thought it was funny.
Take a page out of the Matt Honeycutt playbook.
Yeah, dude. So okay, so I gotta ask because I'm in Texas or whatever. So I did see a photo of y'all like at Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
Was that in Texas or?
That was not in Texas. That was in Alabama.
Okay, I got you. What'd y'all think of that?
It was the greatest experience of my life.
It's like
I got the Buc-ee's hat right here.
There you go.
Was not walking out of there without some form of Buc-ee's merch.
Yeah,
like I don't know what it is about like touring and like heavy bands and whatnot, but like stopping at a Buc-ee's is like a staple. Like you have to go to Buc-ee's when you're on tour.
It's it's really like the best way, because people ask me that are like from that haven't experienced it. They're like, what's Buc-ee's like? And like a simple way is like Walmart meets a gas station, but it's like it's way better quality. So I don't really know how to explain it, because like they even sell like items that are like thousands of dollars there. Yeah, it's weird.
I've never pulled into like a gas station anywhere and just seen 100 pumps.
Yeah.
It was literally one. I counted like 50 one way, 50 the other. Like that's 100 fucking gas pumps.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Never taken me that long to get out of a gas station.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, we spent more time getting out of the parking lot than we spent like at Buc-ee's in total. Like
yeah,
it was a madhouse.
I've been to a couple, just like the friend that's in the band. He's actually my producer and for the podcast, and he lives near El Campo, Texas, and so like I forgot the town, but like on the outskirts of El Campo, there's like a big ass Buc-ee's. But I stopped there. I've stopped there like 3 times, but like one time it wasn't busy at all, and they're like, yeah, they're even the employees, they're like, this is fucking weird. And then and then like right after I said that, like 30 people walked in out of nowhere, and then they're like, here it goes. Like
I was gonna say, like, is it normal for Buc-ee's to just be like
Slammed.
complete
Just-
chaos
just
from
slammed.
like
It's
open
like-
to close?
yeah, it's like freaking like Disneyland. Like
Okay.
like there was a lot of the times when I went, there's like a line for the barbecue sandwiches and stuff like that. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it took me a while to fucking get mine.
Yeah.
I think the one we went to was a bit newer because like when we were like GPSing it to get there, like the building wasn't even on the map yet.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
There was still, like, the dirt
I'm
all
assuming
over
that this one was just like it was like relatively new. So, but yeah, it was busy. There's maybe one stop sign in the entire parking lot, so
Yeah.
nobody's like doing the you go now I go now you go type
Mhm.
thing. It was it was kind of infuriating getting stuck in that parking lot for 45 minutes. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's worth it because it's Buc-ee's, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that experience or whatever. But yeah. So they opened like one of the first ones when I was in high school, and like a bunch of my friends were like, dude, it's only 30 minutes from here. They're paying like $15 an hour for a janitor, you know? So they're like, I'm going to go clean
Right.
toilets. So, but that was like in 2008 or 7 or something like that. And I was like, it's good money now, but that was like great money back then.
Oh yeah.
You know, especially for a teenager.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, okay, so y'all came out with that single like at the end of January. Y'all have any plans? Like, are y'all doing like another single, or do y'all working on like an album or?
We have an EP dropping in March. I'm not going to give the date because like we're teasing all of that shit on our Instagram. I mean, if you go to our Instagram and look at the posts that we've made like pertaining to the EP, it's not hard to figure out when we're dropping it, but I want to keep it like mysterious and whatnot. But yeah, we have an EP dropping in March. So
Okay, sweet. Yeah, no,
5 songs. Doggy Dog was the single off of that. So there's 4 more, I think.
okay,
Yeah.
sweet. No, that's sick. By the way, so just for some like behind the scenes things, like whose dog was that in the Doggy Dog?
It's just a dog I found on Google.
Oh, really? Okay, dude. I was
Some
like,
fucking pissed off little Jack Terrier.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like looking because like from the thumbnail when it's on your phone, like it looks small, and I was like, oh, cool. They like got like a bulldog or something, something. Right? And I like clicked on it. I was like, that's a Jack Russell.
Yeah, we it's like a common thing like in hardcore and heavy music, like when people use a dog, like it's like a Rottweiler or like what's the other dog?
Rottweilers, pit bulls, German
Pit bull.
shepherds, like big, like stereotypically mean.
Yeah, and then so we're like, well, how can we like make this cover like hard, but like not like your typical metal cover? So we're just like, let's just get the smallest dog that we can find
Yeah,
that looks angry, put him behind a chain link fence, and then put a chain on him and drop it. So
Wearing a Jesus Christ chain.
yeah,
the Jesus
dude.
piece.
Yeah. Like Jesus forgives, I don't, or something.
Yeah, exactly. God forgives.
No, I'm joking. But no, I just thought it was fucking hilarious to me because I'm a mailman, and those are the dogs that will fuck you up. Like
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, so all 3 of us then do delivery shit, door to door shit. Because I drive for FedEx. Bryson drives for Amazon.
oh shit. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's funny because like it really is like the smallest dogs on your route that will be like the most vicious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Like I've had like Great Danes that just like it scares you when they open the door, but then they literally like just rub their head on you, and you're like, oh, that's a gentle giant or whatever. But then like Chihuahua will like follow you and like wait for you to turn away from it.
Got to wear those high ankle boots.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So steel toe, that's what that's your blue collar like
Right.
song about like curb stomping dogs.
Just
No, I'm just
breaking
kidding.
a dog's jaw with your steel toe boot.
Dude. Yeah, I lucked out one time because like I'm a rural mail carrier, so it's technically like it's really weird here. Like it's considered rural, but it's still within city limits.
Mm-hmm.
So I mainly deliver like in a standard neighborhood, but I just so happened to be wearing boots that day, like steel toe. Well, they're composite toe, but uh, this old dude was like walking his dog. I was like, hey, sir. And I know I know him. He's like a regular customer. I was like, hey, sir, like, if you don't mind just keeping the dog away from me because I have to stand in this one spot and deliver to those MBUs, which are just like cluster mailboxes.
Yeah.
And the dog just didn't look too happy. Like, he's a nice old guy, but the dog just kind of gave a weird vibe. And he's like, oh, it'll be all right. He's like, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Whatever. Dude, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, here's your mail, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. And the fucking dog, like, right as I reached to him, like, the dog fucking lunged at me. But, like, I was watching the dog, so I just, like, shoved my boot in his mouth. Like, the dog, like, I didn't hurt the dog, but I was just like the dog was thrown off. But
love those. I've had a few of those people that are like, the dog's fine. And I'm like, I can see the dog drooling, barking at my van. Go fuck yourself.
That dog wants blood. Like,
that happened to me. I was delivering something to a woman, and she was outside. Like, I deliver in like an Amish community type area.
okay.
So like, first of all, they don't give a flying fuck what their dogs are doing. I'll see dogs walking out in fields in the middle of the road. Like, they just let their dogs. It's like they just do whatever. So but I was delivering to this one house, and the homeowner was out front. The dog's going crazy on the leash, and she yells out to me. She's like, "Oh, the dog won't bite." So I'm like, "I'll take your word for it because I don't want to call you a liar."
Yeah.
So I stuck my hand out for it to smell my hand, and then it didn't bite me hard, but it nipped my thumb.
Oh yeah.
So I was just like, okay, well, now you're getting your shit left at your mailbox like from here on out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean it's part of the job. I get it. Sign up for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, so Bryson, if you don't mind me asking, how do you like doing the Amazon stuff? That's all you have to say.
That's it.
Just plead the fifth. They might see this.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
We'll
do that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Says about all that needs said about it.
Yeah, that's it. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, it's great. It's the best job I've ever had. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So as far back to your music and everything. So do y'all just like hang out all the time and like practice or how does
fucking wish.
Oh yeah,
that would be sick.
That tends to be the running theme for a lot of bands that I've talked to. It's like they wish they had more time together to practice and everything. Do y'all live in the same town at least, or
no? So basically, we haven't been in the same room together since October.
Oh shit.
That was the last show we played.
Yeah.
Was October. I live in Canton, Ohio. We're based out of Toledo. It's like 2.5 hours away from me.
Okay.
Tim lives in Toledo. Bryson lives in Findlay, which is like an hour south. And then Hudson, our drummer, fucked off to Chicago. So that's like 4.5 hours from Toledo. So
yeah.
Me, Adam, and Tim hang out often, but fucking Hudson's just better than us.
Oh. No.
As often as we can. I work 6 days a week, so
yeah. Same here. It fluctuates between 5 and 6 days.
Yeah.
A week. Yeah. So I definitely get that. So do y'all have any plans after this upcoming tour, or y'all kind of just like more go with the flow, see how that goes? And
Yeah, we just kind of book as we go. We don't. I know some bands will plan out like quarterly, or they'll book half a year in advance or a whole year in advance. We just book as shit goes on.
I got you. Okay, sweet. Well, what was y'all's? If you remember, what was y'all's first show together?
A house
Like
show.
as Backbiter, or like the first show that we.
Oh yeah. I guess that's Backbiter.
Yeah, it was a house show in Tim's old living room.
Okay, sweet.
That was. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a Halloween show. Yeah.
I dressed up as fucking Lieutenant Dangle from Reno 911.
Really?
It was the dumbest shit.
Dude, that's fucking. That's awesome.
I was the Skelebaner. I don't know if you know what that is, but
no, but
it's basically like a full bodysuit. It's black and it's got like a skeleton print on it, and then like obviously like the boner part, there's just like a long phallic thing with like an air pump that you can squeeze so it like bounces up and down.
Dude, that's awesome. Okay.
It was pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's perfect for a guitarist.
I mean, for the first show, like we wanted to really, drive a message about what we're about, and it's that you should not take us seriously at all.
Absolutely
no.
No, that's awesome. How did y'all come up with the name Backbiter?
I started the band solo, and was going through names. Originally, I had, I think it was Invoker or something like that. But I found out that Dustin from Filth had a second project that was called Invoker. So I was like, oh, well, I got to fucking change that. And I listened to a lot of classic country music.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a Johnny Cash song, God's Gonna Cut You Down.
Oh,
He's going through the chorus, and one of the names he said that God was going to cut down was Backbiter. And I was like, oh, well, that name's kind of fucking sweet. What does it mean? I looked it up. It basically means shit talker, and that's what a lot of the lyric content is. So I was like, it just fits pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's fucking sick. So you came up with the name. You started it solo, and then that's kind of how you recruited guys. Basically, it was like word of mouth, and sending out samples or like demos type thing. Yep. Okay, that's cool. How long? Excuse me. How long? Would you say it took to like form? The what y'all currently have as far as members go.
As soon as we started trying to get members to play live, it was relatively fast. Okay. It happened during the COVID shutdown too. So luckily finding people that wanted to get out and do stuff wasn't that hard. Mm-hmm. So probably 2020, I moved back to Ohio, had like our first couple practices with Adam. Mm-hmm. And that really took a bit because the original drummer we had didn't work out because he just didn't have the time to practice most of the time. So then playing shows inevitably would have been a problem. Yeah. But once we found Hudson, it was pretty much just fucking set it and go, because Hudson learned the songs really, really fast. Oh, and originally we were going to backtrack bass. Mm-hmm. And then I decided that would look ridiculous live with only 3 people. Just backtracking half the music. Yeah, I got you. So I think within a couple days of deciding that, we found Tim and got Tim out to a practice. And yeah, as soon as restrictions were lifted from COVID, we were fucking booking shows like we were ready.
That's sick. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I think I've ran out of questions. So it was really, really great to talk to y'all.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate y'all doing this. Is there, yeah, no problem. Anytime. But is there, I guess y'all, I'm going to give y'all time to like plug your socials and everything. I'm going to put it in the description, but below this episode or whatever, but it's just, I know on Instagram it's Backbiter HC, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get on our socials here.
Yeah,
Adam's the social media guy.
I do the social media stuff.
That's why they're all fucking ridiculous.
I think for Facebook, it's BCK Hate Crew.
Okay.
But if you just go search up Backbiter on Facebook, it's probably not that hard to find. Twitter is Backbiter HC. I don't update Twitter all that often because it's like our least interacted with platform. And then TikTok, I fucked up. I changed. Like we're getting called deathcore now because like the name is Backbiter HC, and a lot of people will say hardcore, but like Dog Eat Dog and like the Maggots video, people are like, I thought you guys were hardcore. This is deathcore. So we're like, we're not beating these deathcore allegations. So I'm gonna change everything to Backbiter OHHM, which is Ohio hate music.
Okay.
And then I realized that like our email and everything is OHHC, and people know us as Backbiter HC. So I changed it all back to Backbiter HC, and I was just like, yeah, HC is hate core. I don't care. It's cringy. Who cares? Nobody. Just so we can keep everything the same. There's no sense in like trying to like rebrand ourselves like when everything's going the way it is right now. So, but on TikTok, they don't let you change your username, for only like 30 days. So TikTok right now is Backbiter OHHM. But as soon as I can change it back, it's going back to Backbiter HC because there's too many letters.
I got you. Yeah, for sure. So, but I mean, Spotify, you're just Backbiter. So I mean, that's sweet. Is that for your music? Is that what y'all primarily like promote, or do y'all have a different? I guess it's probably on Apple. I guess.
It's our music's on all the streaming services and everything.
Okay. Spotify's
been doing the best for us, so I don't think anybody in the band uses Apple Music or anything like that. I think we're all Spotify, so that's what we promote.
Got you. Okay, sweet. Well, dude, both of y'all, thank y'all so much once again for doing this. I know my audience is going to enjoy it. I'll tell everybody it's hatecore now because I thought it was hardcore.
To be fair,
it does it. Yeah, it was.
We change our style pretty often because I don't know, we're DIY, so I feel like fuck it, we'll do what we want.
Yeah,
every release has been so different.
We've had hardcore, beatdown, metalcore. Now the new EP is leaning pretty far into like a Casey Strain style deathcore. So
okay, I got you. Dude, whatever. Like, I mean, they're subgenres. You know what I mean? Like, it's y'all are fucking sick. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's still a form of metal. Just listen to it.
Exactly.
As long as people are like hurting each other in the pit consensually, of course. I don't want that crowd killing shit going on.
Yeah,
it happens. But hey, as long as people are whooping ass to our music, that's really all that matters. So I don't care about a genre or a subgenre.
Okay, sweet. Well, all right, guys. Well, once again, thank you. And I'm gonna plug all your socials, and I'm definitely gonna try really hard to get to that Dallas show. So
just message us on Instagram or whatever. I can send you the details.
Okay.
So you can plan it out.
Hell yeah. Okay. Sweet. Well, thank you all again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
All right. Later.
Later.